Jaguars and the Cardinals, game of the day out in the desert. Jaguars quarterback Blake Bortles threw for 160 yards, also rushed for 2 scores. Meanwhile, Cardinals quarterback and former Jags quarterback Blaine Gabbert had a good day, throwing for 241 yards and 2 touchdowns. But this one comes down to a Phil Dawson field goal, though. The Cardinals squeak by with a 27-24 win. The Jaguars now tied with the Titans for the AFC South lead. Laura Britt alongside Dylan McGordy here in the stadium studios. Do you think that Jacksonville can take the division with Blake Bortles playing as poorly as he has been?
I don't. You know, this division is so wide open because of the injuries to, the Texans and the Colts and obviously the Titans and the Jags. It's a 2-horse race in the South, but yet again, late in the game, a little over 2 minutes left, a chance to ice the game and win the game, and Blake Bortles throws a bad interception, just one that makes you scratch your head and one that makes you say deja vu all over again as a Jaguars fan. You've seen it before, saw it again today. This is a game you have to win, knowing that Tennessee goes and gets a tough win in a place they don't win very often at all in Indy, to try to keep pace with them, and in the closing winning moments of the game, Bortles turns it over. And that's why I favor Mariota and I favor the Titans to win this ugly division, because I can just count on that offense a little bit more. They have more of an identity, and they don't have to win in spite of their quarterback, which Jacksonville seems to have to do week in, week out. We've seen some good flashes from Bortles, but too much of the same, giving the football to the wrong team. But this was a revenge game here. You saw Blaine Gabbert, as you mentioned, former Jag. He played pretty well. Calais Campbell on the other side goes back to Arizona in a Jags uniform. He's got a fumble return for a touchdown. That had to feel good for him. And
yeah, you know that runs deep.
You could see when he picked up that ball, there was no one keeping him out of that end zone.
You didn't want me?
That's right.
Now you do.
Yeah, that was a good moment for him. And for Phil Dawson, a 19-year NFL veteran who kicks the longest field goal of his whole career at 57 yards, and he was bumped after he put this through the uprights. And it doesn't mean anything for this Arizona team. It was just playing spoiler. But I think what it does is teach us more of the same about the Jaguars, that they're just, you can't count them to close games. And that's why I think this is going to come down to the wire. But I think it's Tennessee's division to lose with the inconsistencies from Bortles week in, week out.
Yeah, and you got to be excited for Phil. It also teaches us that age is just a number.
There you go.
For more NFL discussion,
sparkling in the Arizona sun.
Keep it locked right here on the stadium.